Hello everyone and welcome to another video of Vivek Learns. In the last video of PepCoding Level 1, we had solved this question where we were given an infix expression, and from that infix expression uh, we had to convert that infix expression into a prefix and postfix expression. So this was the question that we had solved. So by the name of this question is infix expression. But in the video by mistakenly I had shown some other question, so I'm sorry for that. So let's revise what we had done in this question. So we were given an infix expression, we iterated through that string, and whenever we encountered an operand, we have to push in both the stacks, pre-stack and the post-stack. And then whenever we encountered an opening bracket, we have to push into the operator stack only. Whenever we encountered a closing bracket, okay, what we used to do, we used to pop and perform some operation. So for the infix evaluation, we used to perform v1 operation v2. But here, what we used to have for the conversion part is we had separate logics for the pre-operation. Excuse me. So for the pre-operations, what we used to do, we used to prepare a string which was operator v1 v2, and for the post operation we had v1 v2 and then the operator, and then we used to push in those particular stacks as well. Yeah. And whenever we encountered an operation, we used to check three conditions: if the stack is empty, if the element in the stack meaning the operator stack, it should not be equal to an opening bracket, and the priority of the element in the stack should be greater. This priority should be greater. Like it made sense, right? Um, the element having higher or equal priority should be solved first, right? So if we have plus as ch and in the stack we have multiplication, then multiplication should be solved first. And if we had same priority, like if we have multiplication in ch as ch, and in the stack, let's say operator stack, let's say we had a division sign, so the operation to the left must be performed first. So it made sense to evaluate this expression first, and yeah, that is where we evaluated the expression by having the operator stack popped and performing the operation, right? So that was all about the question that we had solved. And now that I think of it, I think that infix conversion would be a suitable name for this infix conversion. Yep. Now let's try to solve the next question that we have in the stacks and queue module, which is we had done this infix evaluation, then we had done this infix conversion. Let's try to solve this postfix evaluation and conversion. Okay. So you are given a postfix expression. You are required to evaluate and print its value. You are required to convert it into infix and print. You are required to convert it into prefix and print. Okay, so basically we are given an postfix expression. We have to evaluate it. We have to write the infix expression for it as well as the prefix expression for it. Yeah. So let's try to think how we can do it, right? So let me open Notepad first, and let me take this expression into Paint, not Notepad. Let me increase the font. I messed it up. Just a minute. Yeah, so this seems good. So what we will do is that we will have stacks created. So let's say we have one stack as the kind of valuation stack. The second stack as the infix stack. Okay, and the third stack which is a prefix stack. So let's say we have these stacks. Okay, so let me name those. So this is valuation stack. This is infix. And this is prefix, let's say. Yep. Excuse me. Yeah. So what we are going to do here is that whenever we have an operand, we are going to push into the stack. Okay. And whenever we see an operator, we are going to evaluate. And what are we going to evaluate? Let's see that. Okay. So we have two. So we'll push. Two is an operand. So we will push in all the stacks. Six is also an operand. So we push in all the stacks. Then we encounter 4 while iterating through the string. So 4 is also an operand, so we push that. So we'll have 4 here as well. Then we encounter multiplication. So for multiplication, we will perform operation. So we will pop this. So the first value which will be popped is V1, V2, and the second value which will be popped is V1. So in the valuation stack, what we will do is that we will perform these operations. So we will do 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is 6 fours are excuse me, uh, 6 fours are 24, right? 6 threes are 18 and 6 fours are 24. Yeah. So we perform 6 times 4 here. And for the infix, what we will do is we'll pop this and we will do V1 operation V2. So V1 is 6, operation is multiplication, and then V2 is 4. Okay, and we will have some brackets around this. Okay, and for the pre, what do? We have V1, we have operator, right? First, operator is multiplication, then V1 is 6 and V2 is 4. Yeah, so we have iterated till this, right? Now 8. 8 is pushed into the stack. We have 8 as an operand, so we'll push 8 into the stack. Yep. And then we will go to this division. So for division, we pop 2. So we will divide 24 by 8. So we'll have 8 threes are 24, right? So we'll insert 3 into the stack. And for this, we will have V1, which is 6 times 4 bracket, and then we'll have division by 8. Here also we will perform operator v1 v2, right? Operator is slash, v1 is this, right? Six, 4 and then 8. Yeah. So once we are done with our division, we go to this multiplication. So for multiplication, we will do the same thing, right? We will have, no, it's not multiplication, it's addition, my bad. So we'll pop these. So this is v1, v2. So 2 plus 5, 2 plus 3, which will give us 5. So we get 5. And for this, we will perform v1 operation v2. So v1 is 2, 2, and then we have plus, right? Then v2, 6 times 4. We'll have just one more bracket around this, divided by 8. Yeah, 2 operation this expression that we have. Then for this one, we'll have operator v1, v2. So operator is plus, v1 is 2, v2 is this multiplication 648. Yeah, so this is 8 for now. And then 3 is pushed, right? Uh, we have evaluated 2. So now 3 is pushed. 3 is pushed into the stack. Then we have a subtraction sign. So what we do, v1, v2, right? v1 operation v2. So we'll have 5 minus 3, which is 2, right? 5 minus 3, which is 2. And then here, what do we have? Okay, so this is also popped, right? Yeah. So we'll have v1 operation v2. v1, which is this. Operation v2, right? Operation is minus 3. Yep. Then we will push this as well. So we push minus plus 2 times 6, 4, 8, and then 3. Yeah, so let's check it once. The answer that we have is 2. So in the valuation stack, we will have 2, right? Left value. And this is the expression that we got, which is 2 plus something, right? Sorry about my voice. 2 plus 6 into 4 divided by 8 minus 3. Divided by 8 minus 3, yeah. And we have this in the pre-stack, minus plus 2 multiply 4, 6 multiply 4. Okay, we have division here. We have division here. Okay, so I missed the division part. Division. Okay. So we'll have division, this, right? So we'll have 2 v1 and then v2. v2 is this, so I missed the division sign here. So this is division multiplication 6, 4, 8. How do I slide in this? Yeah, but never mind. You got the intention, right? So yeah, that's what we are going to do in this question. We are going to have 3 stacks. Okay, let me. So the question is postfix evaluation conversion. postfix evaluation and conversion. So we will get rid of all these. Okay. Yep. So what we'll do is we'll iterate over the string dot length. We will get the ch. So before that we'll have to make three stacks. So the evaluation stack, it will contain the valuation stack, I'll call it. It will contain integers, right? Then we have the prefix tag and the infix tag, which are of type strings. This will be the prefix. So we are converting the postfix expression to infix as well as prefix. So the last element in these tags will be the answer that we have. Okay, so we iterate over the string. Okay, we check if it is an operand or not. So we check if it is an operand or not. So we will assume that we just have digits here. So we have character dot is okay. So this is a fair assumption, right? Because if we don't have digits, how will we evaluate the answer? So it's a valid assumption. So if character is digit, what do? We push in all these stacks, right? I mean, it's an operand, right? Push ch minus. Infix stack we push ch. Okay, so we'll have to convert this character into a string. I'll call it, let's say, prefix stack. Yep. So if it is a if the character is a digit, I mean an operand, we push into these stacks. That's what we do, right? Okay. And then in the else if part or in the else part, right? Because we don't have to check the priority or anything. Just to be sure, let me check again. Yeah, we don't have to check priority or anything, right? Yeah. So in the else part, what we do is we perform operations. So we'll have different operations the valuation stack, different operation for the infix stack, and different for the prefix stack. So we don't need to check the priority. Okay, so that's for sure. So we need to perform operations, perform valuation operation, let's say. And in the valuation operation, we'll get the operator and then we'll get the stack. So we'll get the valuation stack, let's say. And from the valuation stack, we pop and we perform operation v1 v2. So yeah, we'll We'll copy this code. We'll first pop this and we delete this. So we'll have v1 plus v2 here, v1 minus v2 here, v1, what is that multiplication, right? v1 times v2 and v1 divided by v2 here. And we are perform valuation and we return an integer. Yep. So this stack is of type integer, the valuation stack. Okay. I should have copied the post operation as well, but never mind, I'll copy it from there. The pre-operation, meaning, yeah. So, else what do we do? If it is not a digit, we just perform operations. We perform valuation operation first. We give the operator as, so the operator will be the same, right? So we have only one line to get the operator, which is operator, which is ch, right? We don't have to pop or anything. Excuse me. Ch is the operator because if it is not a digit, it will be an operator. And then we, for the valuation operation, we give the valuation stack. We get the result, val result, let's say. Then we push into the valuation stack. What do we push? We push the val result. And we'll have similar operations for pre. So I deleted the pre, so let me copy paste it from the last question. The last question that we did was post, like this is the question that we are doing now, infix conversion, right? So we had converted infix into prefix. So we'll have logic for pre here. So we'll have to convert that to pre and infix also, right? So that is the valuation stack. Let me write the logic for infix operation. So for the infix operation, what do? We get the infix stack here, right? What's the name of the stack? Infix stack, right? And uh, we pop the elements and then we have v1. So we have to have those brackets as well. v1 plus operator plus v2. Then we'll have the closing brackets as well. So we have opening brackets v1 operator v2. Yep. And for the perform pre operation, we already have operator v1 v2. Yeah. So we perform pre operation. You give the character as ch and the pre-stack, prefix stack is what we are calling it here, right? we get the result and we push it. Yep. And we have the infix operation as well. We push the infix result into the, so the stacks will change here, right? Infix stack. Yep. Yeah, so whenever we encounter an operand, we push into the three stacks. Whenever we have an operator, we perform operation. So we'll have different operations performed. Okay. So for valuation we perform v1 operator v2. Like literally we perform it. So that's why we are having integers here. So for pre-operation we have operator v1 v2, and for uh, infix operation we have v1 operator v2. So this will be in a string format. Okay. And we won't have any elements remaining in the stack, so that is why we don't have that extra while loop where we iterate over the operator. Basically we don't have any operator stack itself here, so that's why we directly print the result. So result is, let's say, plus we have valuation stack dot, then we have result is this, then we have infix, then we have prefix, infix stack dot pop, prefix stack dot pop. Yeah, so I think that's it. Let's try to run it once. Let's try it for simple one first. So we'll have AB plus. Oh, we don't have AB plus, right? Sorry, my bad. We have 2 3 plus. That has to give us 5, right? And the pre-expression is plus 2 3. Let's do it for, like, basically we are not we have assumed that we get only digits here. We don't get any characters or alphabets, whatever you wanna call. So let's say we get this expression now. Let's validate it once. Yeah, let us have it here once. Let me have this also copied just to compare. So this is the result that we got, yeah, and it's same. And let us compare the prefix expression as well. Yeah, it's the same, right? Yeah, so that's all for this video. So in this video we have converted a postfix expression into a prefix and an infix expression, as well as we have evaluated that expression, right? Yeah, so that's all for this video. See you guys in the next one. Thank you.